Yeah, Bright Horizon, Kush, Kemetic, Black Family, One Perfect Love, Rastafari, Hotep, Salam, Shalom, and all that. Yeah, this is Kamal Atu, making another video for y'all. And today's the 8th of March, 2019. And this week alone, in the last 2 weeks actually, if you notice, you have black men being attacked for doing crazy stuff. I shouldn't even say attacked. Being put out in the media, in social media. And these men are R. Kelly, and then there's the black brother named Jussie Smollett. We know about all this stuff that's been going on with Cosby in the last couple of years. Cosby is now in prison. Jussie Smollett is a black man. Before he's heterophobic, or if you want to call it gay or sodomite, whatever you want to call those individuals. That's their choice, you know? But before he chooses to be with another man, he's a black man first. And it was wrong for him to lie, but they're so focused on that. And mind you, it was a black woman that interviewed him. They're so focused on this lie, even though it may have cost the city of Chicago much money. Why won't they use those resources and also the media to talk about the shooting of Laquan McDonald in Chicago? Yeah, that cop got convicted. He's probably going to do 2 or 3 years because he's a cop. All those shootings that goes on in Chicago, and they can't talk about that. But then you have R. Kelly back in news again. Strategically, the same day, within 24 hours time span, I think it was last week or the week before, when Jussie Smollett turned himself in. If you notice, R. Kelly also turned himself in. I don't know what, maybe somebody can provide the details on that, but the brother, R. Kelly, he doesn't get a pass just because he's black. Doesn't mean that, oh, well, he's, you know, we stand for him because he's black. No, it's more than that. It's an attack on a black man who have done bad stuff. Jussie, he's wrong. R. Kelly's, if he did do those things, those pedophile thing, that's terrible. But why now? Why do they wait now to get on R. Kelly? Y'all had 2 decades from the 90s, 2000s. Now you wait in the 2010s at the end of it at that to get R. Kelly. Who interviewed R. Kelly the other day? It was Gail, Oprah Winfrey's friend. Robin Roberts, I guess her name is, interviewed Jussie Smollett. Then you have the Neverland documentary or special, whatever you want to call it. Who organized that? Oprah Winfrey. Who's Oprah Winfrey's best friend? Gail, the same woman that interviewed R. Kelly. You can't make this stuff up. This is real. This is, and anybody that's watching this video that says, oh, here we go with another one of those woke people, one of those, oh, who's this? This is not a Moor. This is not a Nation of Islam brother. Who's this brother? Who is this? He's not a Kemetic. He's not RBG. Oh, he's a Rastafari talking like that? How come these people, these woke conscious people are trying to defend, it's not about defending R. Kelly. We're not looking at it from a perspective. We're looking from an A-spective. We're looking from the all corners, all points. When you observe it from that angle, angles, plural, you get a chance to see that this is bigger than just R. Kelly. They're trying to make all black men look like when a black man does something wrong, gotta get him. When a Caucasian man does it, yeah, we'll show it in media, but let's distract all the millions of people on all these social medias and watching NBC and CBS. Let's distract them by putting all the blame on a black man. You mean to tell me that they couldn't make a documentary of Harvey Weinstein? Then there's the Caucasian guy named Stephen Collins. I think that's name is, don't quote me wrong. I think his last name is Stephen, last name Collins, first name Stephen. He's the Caucasian guy from Seventh Heaven. Go Google it. Seventh heaven. And number 7, seventh heaven. There's a TV show that came out in the late 90s called Seventh Heaven. On, I think it was on WPIX now, or the WB. This individual openly stated that he's molested people, children. Where's his documentary? How come he's not doing time? Harvey Weinstein is not only a rapist, but also a racist. Unfortunately, you can't lock people up for being racist. Therefore, all the KKK would be in jail. But the FBI backs them up. They go after R. Kelly, and then the Neverland thing, as I was saying before with Oprah. Michael Jackson, come on, his brother. This year makes 10 years that Michael Jackson has been transcended or died. June 25th, I believe it was, 2009. Michael Jackson was killed by the so-called Freemasons. The black brother that was the caregiver of Michael Jackson. Go research it. There's images of him with the Freemasonic badge and all this other stuff. These secret societies are the ones that are organizing these hits and these hits on black men. If they don't take them out by killing us, they make sure that we're not making enough money. So the black man ends up doing strange and stupid things like turning to the LGBT community because there's money in doing that foolishness. And there's also money in shooting your own people down. That's why it's important to know your culture, know yourself. It's hard to do that when you're a celebrity because they keep having you sign these contracts to make sure that you don't give back to your community. There's a video out there of Michael Jackson. Go Google it. Type in Michael Jackson and maybe the word conspiracy, and maybe presentation. You're going to see a video of Michael Jackson talking about how all this music from rock and roll, pop, jazz, blues, bebop, soul, R&B, all this music started from us. And we know this, but it's the fact that he's saying this in public. Michael Jackson, it's around 2001, 2002. This is before everybody had all these iPhones and these, even before the BlackBerry era. There was flip phones at the time, but most people didn't have recorders. Somebody had a camcorder to record this. Thank goodness. Michael Jackson was out there talking this talk, this real talk. And if you notice around that time, they made sure that he wasn't well known. He was always known, but he wasn't touring like that. That's why he wanted to do one more tour before he finished his career. The Caucasian community, or I'd rather call the fascists, look up the word fascist in the dictionary. Webster's College, New World College Dictionary. Second definition. You'll see why I don't call it white supremacy. All these other brothers and sisters who use their platforms, all these white supremacy, stop calling it white supremacy. You're empowering them. We're supposed to call it either fascism or white inferiority or white fragility. Only a child would want to suppress another person because they're better than them or think that they're better than them. They're fragile, like children. They're not superior. They must feel that they're inferior to make other people feel that they're inferior. Let that sink in your brain. So back with all this, we have Cosby. Cosby's convicted, but yet some of the women that has stated that they made up their lie, and they have all of them on a panel on CNN. But where's all the women that was coming for Weinstein? And I'm not saying that if Cosby did this, that he should go. No, of course not. If he did these things, then he should go to jail. What we are saying in the conscious, or what the Christians and all these other fake conscious people are saying, woke. They call us woke or whatever the crap that is, or they call us hoteps. What kind of stupidness is that? Anyway, all of these brothers are being locked up, being put down, reputation torn down, but yet nobody's coming after the Caucasians. Look at Andy Dick. There's a list of them. Go on the internet, type in Caucasian pedophile / rapists or sexual assaults. There's a list of them, about 50. There's black men up there, like Cosby and whatnot. But none of them are being convicted. None of them there's no documentary for them. So this is Kamal signing out. I just want y'all to think. Always think. Know thyself, know your culture. You must always know your culture, because with proper communications leads to proper commerce and business, which will lead to prosperous black communities. That's what we need to focus on. And this is why a lot of black leaders and musicians are attacked when they start waking up. That's why they went for Michael Jackson. That's why they went for Bill Cosby. Because Bill Cosby in the 90s wanted to buy NBC. If a black man is going to own NBC or ABC, what do you think he's going to do? You're going to see TV programs like The Cosby Show. Go Google that. Anybody that's a millennial, anybody that's a teenager watching this, anybody that's in their 20s watching this, go watch all those old Cosby TV show programs. Go watch that old video of Bill Cosby in the 1960s. Scroll down. Search for it. 1960s. Bill Cosby's talking that real talk about black struggle. About how black children should be learned in our classes. Go type that up. Don't type up that Cardi B and Offset and what's the next brothers and sisters that's keeping us distracted. And this is nothing personal against these individuals or this guy named Blueface and they're not solving our problems. They're making money. People are gonna say, oh, they making their money. That's right, and you're helping them. Why won't we just start our own businesses in our communities? Stop the distractions. Stop worrying about these distractions. Focus on solutions. That's what we need. Solutions against the pollutions. Peace and love, everybody. Signing out. Proper communications leads to proper commerce and business, which leads to proper black communities. Know your culture, know thyself, and love yourself. Man, woman, and child. Everything is a trinity. Man, woman, and child. Protons, neutrons, and electrons. Past, present, future. Solid, liquid, gas. Metaphysics for your mind. Peace and love. Rastafari. Hotep. Salam and shalom.